Good evening, world. My name is Annie B, and I'm everything podcasting, everything art, and everything in between. Today, I want to talk about a very sensitive issue. I know some of you are not going to agree with me, but anyway, we agree to disagree, isn't it? On the 18th of April, Zimbabwe celebrated its Independence Day. That was 46 years ago when we were liberated from the colonial whites. I know for certain that it was a very, very, very great and awesome day for our parents. I wasn't born then, but I do know from what my mother and my dad used to share about the moment that it was one wow moment. Today I don't want to talk about the past. Today I don't want to dwell on nostalgia. Today I want to talk to my fellow countrymen. I know it hasn't been easy these past years. I know we've had to bend double for us to be able to survive. But today I want to talk to you. We are not going to give up. Our country needs us. We've learned to tolerate. We've learned to live from scratch. We've learned the art of surviving. Why can't we just go home and do it at home? Whatever we are doing in foreign countries, why can't we go back home and do it at home? Because there is no use being keyboard warriors. We're going to write, we're going to spill negativity, we're going to say all that needs to be said, but at the end of the day, Zimbabwe needs us. At the end of the day, our children and grandchildren need us. At the end of the day, the younger generation and the generation that's still yet to come need us. We are not going to go down as the most cowardly generation ever. The generation that had to run. The generation that had to resort to flight instead of fighting on the ground. We've seen the likes of Jacinta. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it perfectly, but we've seen the likes of Jacinta Ngobese. I know most of you don't want to talk about her because what she stands for is not what you want to hear. But if I can tell the truth, we need more Jacinta Ngobeses at home. We need them in Zimbabwe. Let that spirit of Winnie Mandela be in us. Let that spirit of Graca Machel be in us. Let that spirit of our departed liberation struggles where heroines in the army be in us, so that we may fight. I don't mean that we have to be up in arms and be fighting people, no. I mean that we have to go back on the ground and see what needs to be done. Sometimes the problem is not the ruling party. Sometimes the problem is not what they are doing. Sometimes the problem lies with the people they are ruling. Maybe if you were as vocal as the Jacinta Ngobeses of this world are, maybe if we understood what democracy meant, maybe if we were able to sit down with whoever is ruling us on the table and spell it out to them, what is it exactly that we need and where exactly they are going wrong, maybe we'll be sitting today with a party that is doing absolutely right for us. Because what do you expect them to do? I'm not booty-licking anyone. But what do you expect them to do when that generation that is supposed to be on the ground, that is supposed to be fighting for what is right, for what is fair, has gone and resorted to staying in foreign lands? What do we expect those who are in the ruling party, who need to eat, who need to survive, what do we expect them to do? They will do what we're doing. And we're only focusing on ourselves. And we're only being selfish about everything. So they are still going to go on and be selfish about whatever they're doing, because we are not there to point it out for them. They might know that they are in the wrong, but if someone is not making noise about it, I guarantee you they will get away with it. That is why I'm saying to you today, we need to go out there and fight for what is right. Sometimes it's not even about the ruling parties, because we can change party after party after party. But if whoever is leading us is not God sent, or whoever is leading us is not about the people, or whoever is leading us is not like aware of what us as a people need, at the end of the day, we still are going to be stuck on one place. We'll be changing faces, but not changing whatever that face stands for. So, my dear Zimbabweans, we may scream and shout all we need. We may say whatever we think need to be said, but at the end of the day, we have to go home. We have to go and fight for what our ancestors left for us. What are we going to leave for our grandchildren if all we do is be on flight, if all we do is run away from the main problem? It was okay back in the day for us to blame the ruling party, but we are grown up now. It's no longer about who did what where. Even some of the people that we're blaming are no longer with us. So it's up upon us that we up our arms and go home. Sometimes what needs to be done is not even a very big thing. I don't think those people who are ruling ain't people who are of sound mind. I think they can listen to us as we talk. So bantwana basekhaya, bana bekhumusha, hande igumba, zvekugara kumarayini zvakapera, zvekugara kumarayini zvakapera, okuhlala next door kudlulile. You can't always run to the next door neighbor to ask for food, to ask for rent, to ask for this. Even the next door neighbor has got his own problem. Even the next door neighbor has got her own problems. She needs to fix her house. We need to go back home and start from scratch and see what needs to be done. Even Jehovah God gave Israelites a chance. He said to them, come, let us discuss and come out with a conclusion. We also need to go to the drawing board and discuss again and see what we are coming out with at the end of the day, because Zimbabwe is ours and Zimbabwe needs us. Aluta continua. Thank you.